How's it, everyone? We are broadcasting live on location, San Jose, California. You are watching the How's It Network. My name is Chris, and this week we have a very special episode of How's It Cousins, the podcast. We are taking a look at the unique people of the world, which we always do, but we are bringing them right to your face this week. We like to talk about them. We can relate to everybody here, and hopefully we help you, the audience, the listeners, the viewers, relate to our friends as well. This week, we have a litany of people on the show, and we will give them a second to introduce themselves in a bit. But first, I want to remind everyone, like I said, this is the How's It Network. If you want to see more of this, we are on all the popular podcast services, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, all the like.
Ruined!
Yo, redo the intro. Cantor, come on, man. Save your laughter.
I forgot where I was.
Something about introducing
Heard
people.
about the intro.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And, someone being a mic stand.
If you want to check out more, you can go to howsitnetwork.com. All the latest stuff's posted there, I guess. Follow us on social media at How's It Network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you want to see anything of what we're doing. Everyone's so antsy here. We got to get started. With us in the room, we have 4 lovely Twitch streamers. Let's go around and please introduce yourselves.
Can I go last?
No.
No.
Firmly grasp it in your hands.
Grasp it. I'm no longer a mic stand. Oh God. Hi, my name is Hannah. The Twitch name is under as a banana.
Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at banana, on Instagram at banana, and then of course here on Twitch at banana.
You should probably spell that.
BHANANAH.
Did you guys get that?
So bad.
Next up,
I like how
the
mine's
mic
bold.
stand.
The mic
Hi, my name is Mike. Last name Stan.
Hey.
AKA Flancy, AKA You Flancy, huh? You can find me on You Flancy, huh? On all social media channels and Twitch. But I'm not a mic stand. Just saying. Mic drop.
My ears.
If you really want to kill the chat,
Which one? Which ear? Which ear?
All right.
It's bananas.
My name is Earl Celery. You can also find me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, that is it.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Nico, aka Neeks. You can find me on Twitch at Neeks_L. IG too as well as the same. I also post on YouTube. Neeks to Sneaks, but that's with a D. NEEKS SNEEKS as well. What's going on?
Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for meeting me here. All right, so normally on the show, we start out with a little icebreaker, although we've broken a lot of ice so far today, just like setting up and doing audio checks for the last half an hour. But this is how we roll here. We're calling it the How's It Icebreaker just because I can't make up a better name. The way it works is, since we have 4 people, we can't go completely around the room. I'm going to throw out a word/phrase, and then everyone in the room, let the audience know what it means to you, what do you think about it, being here today, or anything like that.
Lightning round.
Oh, no, that's later. Just wait.
Hey, I
We'll get
knew
to
it.
that.
I knew it.
Today's word or phrase, since we have a group of Twitch streamers here, is community.
Raise
Well-
your hand.
Well, I feel I know. I was like,
Ding!
ding. Who's first? I feel like community is just some place where you can go just to feel like no one's gonna judge you. To me, it's more like a safe environment. That's what the community, to me, like number one.
All right, for me, community, I would say it's going to be like being able to meet all these different people, like just playing a game, being a Twitch streamer, just like being there, and then someone comes in the chat and they're just like, hey, yo, what's up, man? Playing this game, playing a game that we've both played now,
Yep.
or one that they've played and now I'm playing. You know, it's really cool, like being able to meet all these random people from across the world. It's insane just how easily we're able to communicate now in comparison to not being a Twitch streamer.
So for me, community. For those of you who are already a part of my community, I know we don't have a set community name.
Flancy Pants.
No, not a thing.
Flancy Pants.
Not a thing. Flancy Pants is not a thing. But lately, we've been hearing a lot of Flamily for the You Flancy Han channel as our community. So Flamily, mainly because our community is pretty much like a second home for a lot of us, I feel. I know for those of you who are in our Discord, I got so emotional last night and I was just like, hey, I just wanted to let you all know that this is how I feel. And I wasn't crying. You were crying. But
Who's cutting onions?
I wasn't crying. You were
Discord crying. Proven.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Exposed.
But pretty much, I just wanted to let the community know, like, it's just amazing to see how well connected we are and how supportive everybody is. Like, when I just hop into somebody's chat, watching somebody else stream who's part of the community, and I see everybody else there supporting one another, it's not like they're just there for me, but they're there for each other. I don't want to re-chat because somebody's laughing right now. Man, I will re-chat later. But it's just an amazing feeling to know that people are genuinely there to support each other and not just there for the streamer. So it's just one collective, big, whole, happy family or flamily. So.
Flamily indeed.
The flamily.
So like community for me is basically like, again, how Flancy said, a whole bunch of either friends or little, like streamers as well, all just gathering together in the same place and just talking with each other, and like automatically like we just become like a good like close of like friends and family and such. But yeah, like it's insane, like through the community, like through games, I would find people with the same interests and like I would talk with them as well, and then in a sense just like it goes through them, like through the internet, and how Twitch is like our one source of communication with each other. So it's like a great way to keep in touch with like everyone, like with the same interests and such.
So in customary form, why I chose that word today is very interesting for me, being actually the relative newcomer in all of this, in that the Twitch community, I'd say the quickest or the easiest way to kind of get to know people, ironically, as opposed to any other service where you kind of just jump in and get started. Truth be told, I jumped into this not long ago and I knew zero people. Friends that I have in general don't game. People I know IRL. It's something that I just wanted to just try out and see what it was like. And now I'm sitting here broadcasting with 4 other awesome streamers. And so for me, that's crazy. Honestly, that's super cool. And you guys in the chat, I'm sure know. But for any listeners that aren't really as attuned to what Twitch is and what it's like to really like get to know people with that common interest and really jump into various communities out there. And it's interesting to see everyone's community everyone has their own sort of, because we all broadcast individually at times, but still it's all still shared. It's still part of one larger community as a whole. So that's why I chose that word. Now, while I've been chumming the chat and speaking, does anyone else have something like, would anyone else like to throw out another word or phrase and have the room go around on it? Usually what I do is I let every guest do it, but we have 5 people. That's going to take a good hour in and of itself. Music and soul, y'all make me want to be a streamer. I know, crying in the chat. Confirmed.
Oh,
Everybody get on Discord and just cry.
I miss you and I love you.
This is quality content. Dennis in the chat. It is quality content. All right, so we're going to get into the meat of it. And I'm not sure anyone in chat, how well you know each individual person here. I know that some of you come from everyone else's channels, but we're really going to dig down here a little bit. Oh, no. Since it already came up, I will admit that I got prompted to do this by someone from chat.
Who sold us out?
I can't name names.
Someone sold us out.
We're gonna have to start with
today.
We're gonna have to start with Flancy.
Oh!
And
It's not me.
It's not a thing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's not a thing.
Yes.
the real question is, it's not a thing. So you say,
What thing?
what is Flancy Pants?
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
You're gonna have to tell that story, really.
So Flancy Pants, first and foremost, are not a thing. Are you asking about the origins of?
Yeah.
why it's
I
not a
mean,
thing?
like, not everyone knows that whole story, especially like the listeners that aren't in the chat right now. I'm sure everyone would love to know.
I stand with the it's not a thing. So it came with the whole, my community doesn't have an official name yet. And so people were giving suggestions. One of them was Flancy Pants, which is not a thing. Flancy shorts are not a thing as well. Flancy shorts are definitely not a thing. I'm short, but no, Flancy shorts are not. So it just got a hard veto, and then since it got a hard veto, everybody started forming the FPF, which is the Flancy Pants Foundation, which is not a thing as well.
That's great.
So pretty much like my community, my family is falling apart. We're split into two
We
teams.
got dissension in the ranks. Oh no.
Chef says, how can he be a Flancy Pants?
So it's team like FPF, which is Flancy Pants Foundation, everybody who loves Flancy Pants, and the team who are against Flancy Pants, which is pretty much team not a thing, I guess. So, yep, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because it's not a thing.
Man. Some division in the community.
So you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny is that sometimes people name their communities, and if you watch them, you're like, I don't know if I like being called that. Like, so what I'm saying is, maybe if they want Flancy Pants, you got to give the people what they want.
I'm being bullied.
I'm being peer pressure.
Bullied.
Peer pressure.
Okay, we don't have to go on like bullying. Nah. Oh, GoFundMe. Yeah,
But
we can
I'd
start a
buy
GoFundMe for
Flancy Pants,
Pants.
though.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, merch ideas right now.
Hell
my
yeah.
Oh my god.
Merch
that's super
ideas.
marketable.
The person who suggested the Flancy Pants thing, she actually did a stream of her own, creating an emote of Flancy Pants. So it's like gray sweatpants with like a rainbow Flancy on the. I don't know. It's supposed to be the ass. Sorry, am I supposed to curse? It's supposed to be on the.
Wear whenever you like. This is
So it's supposed to be
well
on the
then.
ass, but since it's like we use it with like, imagine you put a face and then you use enter for a new line, then you put the pants.
Oh god.
Yeah, so it looks like it's
That's
on the
Flancy
crotch
right
now.
Wow.
Wow. Okay,
But-
this just went from swearing on stream to somewhere completely different.
Sorry.
Rip
That's-
VOD. Not
That's
rip
my
VOD.
content. It's me. It's who I am. But it's an emote, but it's not a thing.
It is not a thing. Okay.
Not a
well-
thing.
I'm the most
And it's
bullied
not a
in the
merch yet.
community.
I know. I'm probably very vulgar.
all right, chat. I tried. We tried to influence her, but it's not a thing, I guess.
Was it you? It was you.
What?
No, I can't
didn't-
reveal.
I
It was
did
you.
nothing.
I can't reveal who slid into my DMs, but
Earl's
just saying
DM
someone-
Earl's
Miles,
DMing
it was
everybody.
Earl.
Someone might
I
have.
have a list.
Giving the dirt on everyone, just
the
like yo,
president of
you-
FPF.
This is the
You're the president of FPF.
not,
Oh
not
my
the president. I'm a secret secret supporter because it's just fun.
The secret FPF. No.
Grab movement.
So the next
I
thing
wear those
I want to go to, since we're still on this side of the chair, I think all of us, I don't know if Neeks has gotten into it, but I think all of us have kind of gone through our Kingdom Hearts phase. Like
All right.
It's one of the one common games that we play. No, Neeks, no.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I did Birth by Sleep, okay? I did Birth by Sleep like Hannah suggested. And then honestly, I just got stuck watching everyone else play KH3. And I was just like, man, I'm just watching the whole thing. I would leave stream just because, no, I can't watch this. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. I go to another person's stream. You're streaming KH3 as well. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just going to sit here then and just watch. So I haven't played it yet.
Kingdom Hearts is what we were talking about right now.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. I did Birth by Sleep,
Kill
though.
you.
And then there's another one I'm supposed to do, right? There's another one. I got 2.8s, I think.
Oh yeah. There's so many
There's
in
so
between.
many exactly.
There are a lot of in
But
between.
they're all necessary.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Like they're
That's,
all.
that's what they were
insane.
telling me, man.
We got one Kingdom Hearts. He's played some. We've got 3 Fanatics, or I guess I'm sort of in there, but I just haven't finished 3, sadly. But arguably, and we can fight on the couch for this, number 1 Kingdom Hearts fan, sitting right next to me.
Oh,
Debatable.
Oh,
Debatable.
Oh.
Maybe we have to fight about
Just
this.
kidding.
But
PvP.
of all of us, the only one that's actually in the game.
oh, that's right.
Ooh.
So, fight about that.
Pay to win.
Pay to
No,
win.
gonna lie, it was
Pay to win.
win.
So yes, for those of you listening and for those of you in the chat, Hannah's actually in Kingdom Hearts 3. Confirmed.
It's true.
So we need to tell that. We gotta tell that
It's
story.
true.
We gotta explain how that
Who's
goes.
sleeping?
How did
Who's
that?
sleeping?
I'll say money was involved. A lot of money. So like how it started was in one of the side games was Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for the mobile. And so there was an in-game contest was where you beat certain requirements or get a certain high score or whatever, and then you get a certain number of entries to get your name into Kingdom Hearts 3. And then after X amount of money, I
Pay to win.
pushed into that game. I did
Banana
admit, like
pants.
She made 15 emails.
So I think it was like what 200,000 people that
I
entered.
thought you were gonna say
I don't
$200,000.
It was like
So much money. No, but
so like I was like about like 200,000 people that entered.
something like that. There was X amount of people that were entered into this contest. She even changed her name because then one of the requirements or like their suggestions was that
Put your actual
they
name.
want to have names that look real. Yeah,
Does
so
Hannah
she
not
changed.
look real?
No,
I
but,
changed it to
but
Hannah
Oh.
because it was banana.
does.
I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted to be able
Banana
to see my name,
doesn't.
so I put Hannah G. So it's like Hannah and then my last initial, so I could see it in game. And little did I know,
Is this
I was
like in the
scrolling
credits?
through-
Where's this at?
But through that battle segment, I was like spamming my way. I was like,
Spoilers.
"Where's my fucking name? Where's my
Spoiler
fucking name?"
alert.
And then once I saw it, I was like, "Is that it? Is that it?" And then no, I like died so many times just to make sure like if it was that or not. Also, I didn't know what I was doing. I actually did die because I forgot to move.
Can you post the clip in chat?
Ooh, I could.
She can.
I could. I do it right now,
I had it.
Oh,
actually.
nice. I
got
got
it
to
on
see
hand.
it.
Yeah, we can drop that in the chat.
She'll drop it
Got it
eventually.
on hand.
I think
On
I put it
hand.
Oh, you think you
on
like
hand.
Kingdom Hearts?
I put it on Twitter. Yeah, I'd have to find it.
Oh,
Oh.
That's
It's just a
Fortnite.
picture of the credits. It's like, you remember this? Do you know who that is?
Who that is?
This is my sleeve now. Just random
Tattoo
names.
the
Never
link on your
scroll
arm.
up.
But yeah, honestly, like I also
Get it
entered in
tatted.
that contest and I did not get in because I did not pay to win as hard.
Oh.
Just saying, just saying. But
See, he
yeah,
only
like-
made 5 emails.
I honestly didn't even notice it because I actually beat the game before Hannah. So I saw that portion before she got there, and I did not see her name. And then she pulled it up when
Was it when
wasn't I at
when
your
I was playing?
house? I was at your house, wasn't I?
When I was playing,
Yeah.
you were in my chat, and then you're like,
Oh.
"That's you, yeah, that's you," and I'm like,
Oh yeah. She didn't believe it. Like she was so dumbfounded just by the fact that her name was there. And I was like, dude, literally everything matches up. You change your name to Hannah G. It's the correct union. Like it's all correct. And she just like did not believe it.
I didn't want to believe it. It was like
She did not
It
believe
was never
it.
gonna way.
But you got to that point during the 24-hour, right? Or
That
no,
was
no,
the
that's
day
afterwards.
after,
That's
the day after,
afterwards. That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
I wish I did it during 24-hour. Oh man,
No, maybe you don't wish you did it
that
during
was an
24
extra
hours.
5 hours though. Oh no,
I know.
Ooh.
That would have woke you up.
But I don't know. Like, can you imagine? So
It
for
would've
those
woke her
that-
up
who
or-
don't know,
or she would've,
Hannah did a 24-hour stream of Kingdom Hearts 3 right when it came out, and
Hell yeah.
damn near died doing it. And-
Hell yeah.
Well, can you imagine what it would be like if you saw your name at like the 25th hour? Like, could you even like process
Would I be
that at that
awake?
point?
I don't
yeah,
know.
I don't know. Like, how would you feel like having no energy and like, almost falling asleep and then seeing it? It's like, oh my goodness.
Yes, there is a collection. It's called Kingdom Hearts: The Story So Far. You can
Get a GameStop.
Next.
Plug it.
no, no. You can. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You can, but I'm not plugging GameStop. Like
And we're not gonna go into that.
Hashtag ad.
no,
Hashtag
no.
Hashtag sponsor.
Oh, we'll get to that later.
But it has everything prior to 3. So that would be your best bet at playing all the games before Kingdom Hearts 3.
Speaking of games and different games, Earl, you always seem to have like the latest and greatest game. Like, I've seen you streaming Anthem recently. Have you got the Division yet? Have
I
you-
honestly wasn't gonna buy Division, but I got it for free, so now I kind of have to play Division.
Wow, for free. Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but now I actually am going to be playing Division. I haven't popped it on stream yet, but I created my character. Might be maybe later tonight. I don't know.
So, do you feel that like that's kind of your staying up with the latest and greatest? That's kind of your thing. I mean, I see like the rest of us, we're kind of in our own little. Well, besides Apex Legends, we're in like our own little pockets of different games that we do. But you've always got like Nier Automata. I mean, I guess that wasn't new at the time, but
That was very cool. Though. I saw that.
yeah, I saw that.
I saw that gameplay. Very cool.
Anthem, Far Cry, right? The newest Far Cry when that came out. Like, do you love to kind of keeping up with that, or?
I do like keeping up with some of the newer games, but for all of these games in particular, they're actually games that I kind of wanted to play. Like with Anthem, I wasn't planning on buying Anthem. I honestly didn't want to spend the $60. Did somebody say Apex?
Whoa,
We're stopping right now to play Apex? No, I'm just
Stop the
kidding.
feed.
Stop the feed.
Stop the show.
We're playing Apex now.
Apex.
This is now an Apex stream. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like with Anthem, I initially didn't want to pay full price for it. Like I had this master plan. I had it all thought out. EA has EA Access or Origin Access, whatever it's called. Paid $15. I got it for a full month, and by the time that month would be over, Division 2 would be coming out. So I'm like, okay, cool, because I actually want to play Division 2 because I played Division 1. And then with Far Cry, like I played 5, and then with Far Cry, did I get that for free too?
Probably.
I honestly
Seriously
can't remember.
Sponsored. Oh my goodness.
I
Not
can't remember.
sponsored, huh?
No, dude, it's because I'm the only one that plays PC games in my store, man. Like, so we get free codes and no one else uses it. So I'm just like, mine, stolen. But yeah, I take the codes that no one uses. So I do think I got that one for free as well. I'm actually very glad that I played Far Cry. Like, if you played Far Cry 5, it's actually a really, really nice transition into New Dawn. Just saying, good game.
So we're not going to go into it too far about your employment, but do you find that working, in that kind of environment, do you find that everyone has like their little thing to do or a little niche in that way?
I think it's actually kind of cool because like I've not like actually conversed with them, but like I one situation that I do recall, like someone was buying something and then they were just like, yeah, like out of sheer enjoyment, they were just like, oh, dude, I stream on Twitch and I just got affiliate, and I was like, oh, dude, that's so awesome. Like I didn't mention anything about also being a Twitch streamer because like I don't want to be weird. I don't want to be weird about it like while I'm at work. But it's really cool, like being in that environment, being with other games. You come across these people and they're just like, yeah, like I'm a Twitch streamer. There's some interesting, very interesting people that you meet that are Twitch streamers. So like some of them are like super low key, like that one that I was just talking about, and then others are like higher than them, I guess. They've been in it longer, but it's an interesting experience nonetheless.
So would you say, and for the group, I guess, would you say that you probably meet more Twitch streamers than the rest of us IRL, in that, just because of that? I mean, I don't run into Twitch streamers on the street, I'll tell you that right now.
I guess, yeah, sure. As far as like ones that I actively follow, like that's different. I do feel like I put myself in situations where I try to meet Twitch streamers, like at TwitchCon. Like I ran into, obviously it's TwitchCon, like literally everyone there streams, like come on. But yeah, like running into some of the other Twitch streamers, like it's always a trip, like meeting streamers that I actually watch. Like it's different, like meeting someone that just like says that just like, oh yeah, like I'm a Twitch streamer, like okay, that's cool. But then like when you meet someone that you actively watch, like it's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
I wouldn't know how to. I mean, until today, in fact, I'm trying to think if I even met another Twitch streamer in real life before today. I don't think so.
Okay, Dennis, your voice cracked before I could even know that was you when you passed by, okay?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Getting called out in the chat.
She didn't
Met Hannah on the
acknowledge
street
me.
before and didn't acknowledge.
Exposed.
This was like Fanime last year. Then we were passing by on the street, and then he noticed me like just crossing like different directions. He called out my name. His voice cracked. I didn't hear it, so
He was nervous. Okay?
Ignored.
He was nervous.
Wait, try saying
Left
your
you
name
on
right now.
scene.
Hannah.
Yeah, did it sound like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of games, we gotta go to the most unique game streamer of all of us, I think, and that's Neeks. Talk to me about Pokemon Nuzlocke. Does anyone else do that?
I ain't got time
I
for
mean,
that.
I don't know if
I'm
I
not
can handle
committed.
that.
So explain
Explain
Pokemon
Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocke to us.
So I mean, of the people that I've run into on Twitch, definitely the first Nuzlocke streamer. I'm sure it's a thing.
Yeah,
But
definitely
it's definitely
is
a thing. I've heard of this before, and it's a thing. You gotta give us a little interlude to the mindset of someone that does that.
Well, it was originally when I first decided to go on streaming. I was like, yeah, I have to do Nuzlocke. That's got to be my go-to for the site. And I put the rules on my Twitch as well. Basically, it's just kind of a harder version. You set rules upon yourself in the game, and the only thing you can't do in the game is basically I randomized everything. So the mons are like, even if you're playing Generation 1 or 2, I have mons that are randomized to Generation 5. I don't know if it sounds kind of confusing, that just means like, more Pokemons in the game. You could run into, a legendary on the grass and then try to catch it. And there's also different rules, like I have to catch the first Pokemon that I run into in the route, and that's the only one I can catch in that route. So if I kill it, if it runs away, I can't catch any more mons. So it's just like you're very limited, and you don't get to play the game like you want. But it's a lot funner for me. It's harder for me. It's randomized. The battles are randomized too, so the gym leader can have some legendary Mewtwo's and stuff like that, and you have to beat it with what you have.
So what got you into doing something like that? Like why just like you like pain or like
No. Like, not like me. It's not as hurtful. I haven't had a really, really bad one. Well, I did stream like 2 nights ago and I lost 2. RIP. But it's when I first started watching YouTube creators, like Shady Penguin, King Nappy, they did a lot of these Nuzlocks, and I was like, man, that's so cool. I want to learn how to randomize the game because, of course, I never knew how to play it on PC. So after I got to the decision I'm gonna stream, I'm like, all right, I gotta look this up. So I spent a whole afternoon trying to figure it out. What do I need to download? What do I need to change a little bit? And there's 2 separate programs I had to learn how to do. But after that, you could basically randomize any of the ROMs that you get. So that's what got me into that. Just watching other YouTube creators, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do when I first decide to start a stream.
favorite generation to do this
Oh
on?
man, look, I'm only on Generation 2. So I started on Leaf Green, which is Gen 1, and now I'm on Heart Gold, which I haven't played. I only played the original Gold. So there's some new stuff on this Heart Gold that I don't know. So it's kind of fun being in that one. But to be honest, I think I'm gonna be Generation 3 and maybe 5 will probably be my favorite. I can't wait till I get all the way up there. Like I'm gonna go through it by generation, which I'm excited about.
Other Pokemon fans in the house? Like you guys play Pokemon? Not really. Oh, is this blasphemy? No? No?
So,
Only
I
one?
used to be I used to be really committed, and then I fell off like during like when Sun and Moon came out.
that's
Alright,
not
hold
that's
on.
not
That
too
was my biggest, like,
that's not too far though.
Yeah.
It's not far.
Yeah,
at
can we
all.
talk about Pokemon Go real quick?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
How ham I went and how ham we all went.
When
Dude,
Pokemon Go came out. Oh
holy-
my god!
Oh my god!
I still haven't finished
When
that, by the
Pokemon
way.
Go first came out.
Freaking 2 a.m.
We
Yeah.
went
Oh.
so
Mark went
ham.
out,
Like
man.
literally every night we were out till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning just catching Pokemon.
Mom was
It
like,
was
"Wait,
so
Katsuki
crazy.
Dennis.
Dude,
my mom was like, you're out again catching Pokemon. Come home already.
come on
Dang.
already. Dude, we even drove out. Like, what was that in Fremont?
Oh my god,
Dratini Park, dude.
Oh.
Oh my god. Hey, yo, any
Yeah.
of you guys that live in San Jose, like, or in the
In like
Yeah.
Fremont,
Hey, let's go.
San
Let's-
Jose area.
Let's
this
bring it back.
area.
Let's bring it back. I'm level 34. Come on, let's do it.
Let's bring it back. We're
Let's
making
bring
it
it
a
back.
thing. Gym mob, dude.
Dude, freaking.
Gym Mob Pokemon Go, San Jose, California.
Dude.
Called it, started it now.
Oh,
all
man.
right. All right, all right.
I'm down with it. Valor life.
Valor.
I think I was Wisdom.
Valor.
I think I was Wisdom.
What was the
You know,
blue one?
me and my friend got into
Mystic.
it.
Mystic.
Hannah was
Oh, Mystic.
I was
That's
Mystic.
right,
Were you
Mystic.
Instinct?
I was blue.
Wow.
You know, Hannah was shit stick.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Valor, dude.
Honestly, I wish I could switch. I'll switch to yellow. I'll switch
You
to
actually
instinct.
got it. You could.
Can you do it now?
Yeah, you can.
All
All right, stream.
It's
I'll
like
be right
once
back.
like a year or something.
Once
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, I'm
Once
gonna
a
walk
year?
around the
You
block
can
real
change.
quick.
But you
and,
can do it now, and you had the same levels though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's there.
All right.
Dude, like I love like just the amount of trash talk that there
Yo.
was between all the teams.
I didn't
like
know that.
legitimately, when that first came
So
out, it was so funny because then like one of the things that we would do is I would run out and then just, like we would just scream out Valor and then
the
half
Pokemon
the
Go on the
everyone
phone.
else there is just like Valor.
You would always have those designated team leaders too.
Seriously.
You're like, all right, all the Reds, Valors go over here. All the Mystics, you can do it twice. Yo, I kind of miss those. That community was actually pretty fun. Like,
No, yeah, when it first came out, that community
Yeah.
was definitely awesome.
I mean, some guy would come in a bike and he had 6 phones strapped, and I'm like, oh, this guy
Yeah.
knows. This
Yeah,
guy knows
long-
how to live, right?
He knows.
All right, so
Man.
before Flancy falls asleep, one
On the
one
Game
thing
Boy Color.
we're gonna
have it.
hard
I still
pivot
have my
because
Game Boy
this is
Color.
something I noticed that is unique to your channel is that you have dictation in there. Dictation, like text to
Dictation.
speech.
No, like you're a
yeah.
dictator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so take a. I've never seen that anywhere before. So take us through like how did that come about? Like, and why did you decide to do that?
Yeah, sure. So, it's not it's not a software I have personally. It's actually available to everyone who streams on Twitch. So I'm gonna go ahead, Alejo, if you're watching this is a plug for you. It's a Twitch extension. You can just go to the extensions on Twitch, search up closed captions extension, I believe, and then you just click it. You confirm. You set the text where you want it to be. It's like a transparent text that basically, if as I'm speaking, it does this like little thing, and then it says everything that I'm saying. Hopefully. Sometimes I'm not clear with what I'm saying, so sometimes it's sort of fun to say or to see what it missays in the closed captionings. But it's actually really easy to set up. All you need is a Google Chrome web browser and to stream on Twitch. Then you're all set.
Well, what made you do that? Like, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Have there been like people like with maybe hearing disability or anything like that have come and approached you or anything?
So nobody has directly approached me. I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on social media. And there's this one person who stood out to me. Her name is Snuggy Bun. So she is a large advocate for having these closed captions systems, whether it's a software or whether it's the Twitch extension, on Twitch streamers' streams, mainly because not everyone has the same access to, to hearing. Maybe some people are hard at hearing. Maybe some people are at work. They can't have audio, and so they just want to read the captions and still engage with your chat. So it's just making it more accessible for your streaming, to make it more diverse for your community to grow, and just make it so everyone can have fun and just enjoy your content and enjoy the community. So that's why I did it.
Yeah,
so
she's looking out for them lurkers.
yes,
You know.
got you,
Those muters
Yeah,
that
dude, the
watch you on mute.
got you.
I do that all the time.
I used to do that
Yeah.
too. But,
Don't you even have a lurk command?
Yes. Yeah. It happens. A lot of people lurk. A lot of people, sometimes they just want to support and they just want to be there for you, but sometimes they can't be there completely. So lurks, yes, those are fine. Those are appreciated.
And Wisebots. The Wisebots give me away.
Oh, no, dude, yeah.
Jeez,
I'm
man.
lurking on someone.
I'm
just
all
like,
lurking.
Earl
Like,
Celery
you
has
leveled up. I'm like,
Dang
kidding it.
I don't have
Dang it.
that. At
Come on.
least.
That's why I turned mine off.
So it's funny because like some people I've heard, and you guys can confirm or deny this, some people as a lurker don't like to be called out. They want to just kind of hang out and just not say anything and just watch. Have you experienced any of that to where, for example, one of the first streams I ever did was a charity stream. The person that was on there with me, who is actually normally my co-host, we don't really know what we were doing, right? So you're watching view count because we don't know any better. And hey, we got some viewers, like, anyone, you kind of ask some questions or something like that, or like, hey, thanks for watching. And that was interesting, but I don't know if that's a thing or not. Do you call out lurkers? Do you not? Like, I've heard both sides of the story.
I personally don't call out lurkers because I feel like it's one of those situations, especially if they're not someone or like someone new to your stream. I don't call out lurkers or just like random people that hop into the stream specifically by name, because then like I feel like it kind of puts you on the spot, even though like it's just through a chat box. Like it puts you on the spot, so you kind of just like oh shit, like oh god, I'm freaking out now. But in comparison to if someone came in and was just like, hey, what's up? Or like, how are you? And then I'll interact with that person. You know what I mean? I'll directly call them by name so that they know that I'm talking to that person. But yeah, like if I have people in the chat that are just kind of there, I don't want to call them out. Like I'll try to, if there are other people in the chat that are talking, I'll leave the questions open to then invite them in to also join in on this conversation, but I won't specifically be like, hey, yo, so blah, blah, blah in the chat. What's your opinion? And just like, oh, God. Oh, God, he's calling me out. X. I'm out. Just like freak out for a second, That's how I see it.
Remember back in school when you would have your books out, your textbooks out, and then your teacher was like, okay, I'm going to call on somebody random if they don't volunteer.
Oh, God.
And then they call on you. So it's almost like that. That's how I feel about calling out lurkers, is sometimes you just want to sit in the back with your textbook and just hide and just experience everything and just observe. Others, definitely, if they want to chat, by all means do that. But I wouldn't call out lurkers, mainly because sometimes people might chat usually, but sometimes they might just want to be to themselves but still be able to support and just be there, but maybe they don't have the social bandwidth for that day.
Dennis in the chat, my whole life I've been a lurker. That's a different kind of lurker.
Yo, real talk, I do want my first email to be a lurk email. Like, that's always been on my mind. Like,
yeah?
I just really want, I really want a good lurk email. I found one, and I don't want to resubscribe to her channel just because I want to use her lurk email. I think it's like one of the best.
This is the one like hiding behind the door.
I'm like
that?
tipped. No, there's one where she's just like kind of like peeking, but that's a lurk email.
Another question for the group. You don't have to get super real with it, but it's up to you how much you want to go with it. Does anyone really dream of being a full-time streamer? Like, seriously?
And it's not a dream. I was just thinking I would love to like live in a streamer house. I think that would be very cool, just so you can have, you can help on anything you need, like in terms of maybe if you're having technical difficulties, so somebody might know. I just think that would be super fun, and you kind of know what everyone's doing. Everyone in the house is, it's that way. And I don't know about like a full-time streamer, but maybe, but I don't know.
I wouldn't consider it a dream. I would say if it happens, and I'm down. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not about that life. I'm gonna quit streaming now. Yeah, I'm not about to do that. But like if it happens, it happens. But it's not something that I would say I would actively pursue. But I agree with the streamer house idea. Like that sounds amazing. Just saying, like streamer house, like dude, the internet's gonna be hot fire, dude. Like one of the funniest things that I've seen from Twitch houses is from I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it's when they pranked Pokimane. She was playing League and they hooked up a wireless mouse and keyboard to her PC while she was gone. And then while she's playing League, they would randomly ult for her or like randomly do skills. So she's live on stream with all these people. And then she's just freaking out. She's like, I have pressed nothing. Dude,
yeah, that's
she
great.
was dying. That was amazing. So like doing stuff like that is probably what I would have like the most fun with. Is like that offline content or even just like the Twitch live from the phone, like, hey, yo, I'm about to prank this guy right now, just like as they're gone or do something, like that's where I would probably find the most enjoyment out of a streamer house in that aspect.
Uh-oh. Rip Hannah's voice.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to
ASMR time.
I know, seriously, super ASMR.
Okay. So full-time streamer, for some of us, I think ultimately it would be nice if that could happen. It doesn't happen to everybody, but sometimes it does. I think it's a little scary, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be a full-time streamer, mainly because with the digital media, nothing that is a thing now, it can't be a guarantee that it will be a thing later. So there's no stability with that. Again, Flancy Pants is not a thing, if that's what you're thinking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
No,
Megan's
Hannah.
taking over.
She really don't like the flat.
So I think it's a little scary, but I mean, ultimately, I think that's a goal for a lot of us. Maybe it won't be the only thing you're doing. I know there's a lot of Twitch streamers who do it full time, but also they supplement it with other side projects too. Like I know Ashley Christ, she does her, so she's a stream coach. So she does like her full time streaming. She's a full time content creator. On the side, she also does her personal stream coaches, group coaches, and she's written a book lately. So she's doing all of these different hustles / side gigs that contribute to her ultimate full-time streaming lifestyle, but it's not the only thing she's focused on. So I think for me, I'm still trying to figure things out, but if I do find something that can align with full-time streaming and making it work, I think that would be awesome.
It's funny, like when I first started this whole thing, the podcast and the recordings came first. That was the original goal. Streaming, I've seen a lot of creators do that as streaming and as other things, and I like games too. But I don't know if I could ever like play video games for a living. Like I have this big problem with like losing interest. That's the tough part. Is like losing the luster for it. I was super hooked on a couple MMOs like back in the day, but even then, I think that part of my personality is gone now. I don't know. What's really cool is, at least with this platform, it's very interesting to continually meet people, and that kind of keeps it fresh, I think. Content creation has been an interesting journey for me personally, in that I really just at least threw stuff against the wall to see if it sticks, just because life is boring sometimes if you don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting question because, you hear about those people in that I want to do the stream thing and I want to be full-time. I want to be like Ninja or Pokimane or that kind of thing. I just want to aspire to that. And I feel like those of us that, for lack of a better word, like started a little older, rather than like in high school or as a teen, I feel like we have a little more of that perspective in that like, okay, maybe I'm not going to do this like straight up full time. We have jobs, that kind of thing. So it's just interesting to hear different people's takes on it.
I think the cool thing about Twitch nowadays is before it used to be a big platform, quote unquote, just for gamers. But with Twitch, they've really been branching it out to a lot of different avenues like, music and art, creative, IRL, just chatting. I think as long as you find like your niche and just like finding a way to make it work maybe combining it with what you do IRL, what your actual passion is, then you wouldn't have to be stuck with just playing video games, because Twitch has made it a little easier now for different content creators to, you know, be part of the Twitch community. Like, I know, sorry, I've been doing a lot of shout outs, but
Shout out whoever you want.
okay, perfect. So a new person who just joined the community, her name is Jev. Her Twitch channel is K9 Command. So it's really interesting because, again, when you think of Twitch, you think of video gaming, but her content is focused on dog training. So she's been a dog trainer for over 10 years. She's, I think, one of the top 10 in Seattle. That's already her job, but her content that she produces is basically, you know, she's doing IRL streams and she's teaching people and helping people train.
We're not laughing at you, sorry.
I know, I'm trying not to reach out. Helping people with their lives by, you know, doing what she does on the daily and then just recording it and streaming it and producing content that way. So that way I would see full-time streaming helping.
I mean, in the end, Twitch is just a platform, right? And although a gaming thing, initially, like the whole Justin TV, it does give you a lot of opportunity to try different things and do different things. Or sit around, you know, the couch and talk to like a whole bunch of other people that are trying different things too. Malin in the chat, yeah, looking into building something more than just streaming full time. I think we all are in the end, right? That's kind of the whole genesis of this whole thing. So our third section of the show is the actual lightning round, not like the first section. But before we get there, I need to remind everyone that today's episode is being brought to you in part today by Team Me Brand. They're a lifestyle brand based out of Hawaii. That's where I'm from. They do streetwear, artwear, culture showpieces, like their latest interview series with local hip-hop artists, not only in Hawaii, but across the U.S., including some such as Telly Prego, Mo Green, and Pre-Roll G, who actually reside here in the Bay Area. These hashtag United individuals are building out their custom art merch and would love to have you share their designs. All items are produced in limited quantities and are exclusively available, honestly, via DMs at the moment. Full disclosure, I am not affiliated with the company, but I have done some work for them before. And they like to make sure that I look stylish on stream because my sense of style sucks, let me tell you right now. So if you are interested in the shirt I am wearing today or any of the designs I wear on stream or anything that you can see on Instagram, check out Team Me Brand on social media. That's TEAMMEBRAND, all in one word. That's Team Me Brand on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and always share their hashtag Keep Moving Forward. So round 3 is what we call the How's It Lightning round, because I still can't brand it correctly. And it's a series of questions sourced from and modified from another podcaster that I watch. His name is Jared Petty. He's actually pretty large. He had a show a while back called Pockets Full of Soup, and it was similar to this interview type show. And these are completely off the wall kinds of questions. Some of them sourced, some of them modified. You do have to answer, but you don't have to answer quickly. And the way we'll do this is I will shoot it at someone and then you can answer. And if anyone else wants to jump in, just jump in on it. It doesn't have to be a one-word answer either. You can dive into it. We can spend as much time on it as you want.
It's always C. All C's test. All C's test. Dude, realistically, if I was a teacher, 100% I would make an all C's test.
Yeah.
Just to make everyone, like, you know, and just watch my students and just like, you know? C. But yeah, like that's 100%. I would totally make that test. Like
all C's?
All C's.
Right. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
What was that? What was that, Hannah?
All right. Make sure you talk into the mic, okay?
Talk into the mic.
Talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's great thing, great thing.
All right.
Pop black lung. I think I have the black lung pop. I think I said that on your stream one time. You're hella cracking up. You're hella cracking.
All right, sorry. So back to this lightning round. You do have to answer. You don't have to answer fast. I guess you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I mean, then you're just gonna get.
It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. I'm trying my best.
All right, first question. Earl, what is best fast food item?
Damn.
Oh.
Too late.
Just kidding.
I'll say In-N-Out because it's like the easy go-to.
No, what there though? Which item?
What there?
Yeah,
what? Specifically
not just
there?
the place.
You gotta get like
dude.
Dutch order.
The number one, man. Number one, whole grilled onions and whole grilled onions. Dang, that's the play right there.
What is the number one? Can you explain
A
No,
number
those
one
don't
is
know
a
what In-N-Out
double
is?
double with fries and a medium drink, and then you get whole grilled onions, and then in the background you hear them screaming, "Whole grilled onions down,
Whole girl down.
2 meat
Whole girl
down!"
down.
Like that's them.
I gotta go back.
Yo, you're just like, yo, can I get a number one with whole grilled onions? Ah! Rip ears, sorry.
Speaking like a true Californian, right? In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys want to do animal style? No one like animal style?
Well
I
done,
love
fries.
animal
Fries.
Oh, dude,
Well
whole
done.
sorry,
Well done.
not well done, light well. Because
well,
no, I swear, dude. I swear.
fries?
Light well, because then, like, dude, well done fries are super hit or miss. They either come back and they are basically rocks. Like, you were literally eating
like chips.
potato
You
chips.
don't like potato?
Nah, not from French fries.
Has that crunch.
You know, like, I like a couple of them, but not my entire thing.
Yo.
Just like, cool, let me throw in
My
four
In-N-Out order was
fries into my mouth and it's just like
ridiculous.
immediate crunch.
They
You know
probably
what I mean?
have
Like,
Sprite.
so like the light well, it's more. It's better than soggy because then like if you get normal fries, they're like low key soggy. But yeah, so light well,
mind.
so they are more done than regular fries, but they're not potato chips.
All right, me not being from California, light well is a thing.
No.
Light well is a thing.
Is it like? Wait, is it
What
like,
do you mean?
All
I do it all the time.
I've
It's a
never
thing.
been up there and someone said Lightwell fries. I've never heard
light well
that.
fried? It's not a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a
It's a
thing.
thing.
Complicated people.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
People
so
try to make it a
there's
thing.
one more piece to my order. I forgot. It's just you get some ketchup and you put copious amounts of pepper in it.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, that's.
But do you not get extra toasted buns though?
No, I'm too.
Complicated.
I got a complicated order.
extra
That's
toasted
where I draw
buns?
the line. That's
But
where I
it's
draw
good
the
extra
line.
toasted buns.
Have you
Oh,
tried the other secret menu stuff?
There's more.
Like the where they don't put buns and
I
just
don't
wrap
think-
it in lettuce.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah, like
protein
protein
style.
style. I've done
Like-
that.
Like the flying Dutch from
I've heard.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I've
Does
a
anyone
couple of my
like
friends
that?
gets flying Dutch.
What do you mean spice?
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
literally just the patty.
I love
It's just
Flying
it's just
Dutchman's.
it's just patty.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
it's
patty
like
and
mega
cheese.
protein. it's protein without the veggies
But
basically.
I did like a protein style for a good month. I can
Does
say that.
anybody like spice in their burgers by any chance?
Oh, is it the chilies?
Yes, so you can actually get
Yeah, you can get chopped chilies in it. You can ask them on the side, and they sometimes, depending on where they're at, they come in little baggies.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So for anyone not from California in the chat, yeah, In-N-Out Burger, famously known for their, we'll say, fresh-made, custom order hamburgers, and they all kind of secret ways to order stuff. And it would be a bunch of Californians that would just
Yeah,
go
they don't
nuts
have the
on it,
4x4 anymore though. They took it out.
I would consider it a fast food item.
They
Yeah,
took-
you.
they took it
Yeah,
out.
before if you didn't know, before you could go like
6x6.
X by X
10
number,
by
and
10.
then people started dying, and they're just like, never mind. Yeah, I think
Oh,
In-N-Out's.
oh, wow.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
The crack?
Jack in the Box at like
If you're
at
drunk,
like 2:30 a.m.
On a
Yo,
Friday
shout out
night.
to Jack in the Box. I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this, but you took out the Hardy Bowls that were like my favorite, man. They got the hash browns and the egg, and you guys took it out, and only had the teriyaki bowls. I was so sad, that they bring it back, Jack. Bring it back.
Bring it back, Jack.
Hardy Bowls.
That's a good
The
question.
Hardy
Go
Bowls
in.
are my
I
favorite.
No.
go in.
go in.
What?
The line outside is way longer than going in and just getting it and then getting back in your car.
I waited once in the drive-thru. It took me 45 minutes. Never again.
No, dude, I've never had any situation where getting in the drive-through line was a better option than going inside and just leaving after.
All right. Next
you
question.
wearing fishnets?
Oh, my goodness.
Who's wearing fishnets?
Next question. Neeks, what's a movie that makes you cry?
The Notebook.
Of course.
Nope. Wow. Hands down.
Okay, like the first time I watched it, okay, like the very, very first time, like this one, you know how it kind of like fills up and your vision starts getting blurry, and when you blink, it just kind of like goes to right here. So I don't know if you're gonna count that, but
It counts.
I had some emotions.
I think the first one that comes to mind is Lion King.
Oh,
Made you cry.
Dude.
you see the one where the dog was watching that scene?
Yeah?
Oh, man.
Oh man, that was so sad. The dog was so heartbroken. But no, like legit, when Mufasa dies, like even rewatching it,
Spoiler.
Oh. Spoiler for,
I got a complicated order. No, but yeah, like
spoiler for a 30-year-old movie.
spoiler
Give
alert.
me the VHS,
Sorry,
man.
not
Give me the
sorry.
VHS.
But yeah, like even just rewatching it, like I don't remember why, but I watched Lion King, like not recently, but like maybe a couple months ago. Like I rewatched Lion King because I was bored, and like you just get to that scene, and you already know what's coming. Like you already know that he dies, but then you're just like it happens, and then you're still so fucking sad about it. You feel the emotion
I was
coming,
so
and you're
mad.
just like,
I was more mad.
why?
More mad at that point.
Terms of service.
I know, seriously.
Oh man.
It's interesting. I always get a different answer. Whenever I throw that out to people, it's always different.
Well,
No.
you didn't cry in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah, I didn't cry during Kingdom Hearts.
The Kingdom Hearts 3 end cutscene.
Are you sure?
Hannah ugly
I
cried.
thought you were sniffling. I heard you. I heard some audio.
She muted her mic because she was ugly crying. Even though you literally couldn't see anything that was happening on her stream.
Yeah.
Super block scene.
Block scene.
Yeah, I've gotten some crazy answers on this one. I think somewhat no hesitation said Armageddon before.
Oh, yo, that's like top 5 right there.
Bruce Willis, man, when he just knows when he's up there at the end, Armageddon. Spoiler for another
Can't
20
another spoiler.
Or Rudy.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen Rudy.
wow.
That's another one I got like from
Interesting.
asking people. Yeah,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
interesting.
Oh, I
Interesting.
did cry on one recent movie. It's an anime one. Your Name?
Oh!
Name.
I cried.
okay.
Kimi no
I
Nawa.
haven't
No.
seen that one.
Oh, that was actually an anime ball.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
Flancy,
Yes.
if your life had a soundtrack when you walked in the room, what would play?
That's a good
I
one.
make my own soundtrack. No,
Drop the beat. Drop the beat. Drop the beat right now.
I can't beatbox. Yeah, no, I don't know if I would have a specific soundtrack mainly because I just sing my own things randomly, even if it doesn't make sense. Like I'll be cooking and I'll be like, I'm cooking or something. So it's like a very off-tone, off-keyed soundtrack to my life, and it's just my singing.
The soundtrack would be lo-fi hip hop beats, relaxed, chill beats to relax to.
Non-copyrighted music.
Stream safe music. Wow. You can tell you
Stream safe music. What?
got a bunch of Twitch people in the room, and first thing you think of is stream safe music.
Oh my goodness.
The only songs that come into my head is "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen or "Juicy" by Biggie.
Hey.
Wow. No,
I'm down for either
gamut.
one.
Like, wow.
Listen to him.
Even mine would be like anime openings. I'm not gonna lie.
What a weeaboo.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm just kidding.
No, they get hyped though. Not gonna lie.
What's really cool, I was telling someone this the other week. What's really cool about anime openings is that they evolve as the series goes on. You know, as like, you know, cartoons I used to watch as a kid, that never happened. It was just the same all the time, right?
Yeah,
Same opening.
yeah.
But anime openings always like get cooler and cooler as the season moves on.
Season 2.
Super cool. And they change the song too.
Yeah.
Oh man. I love it.
I just need the Yu Yu Hakusho one where he just goes like, then suddenly my power surge. That's all I need.
Yeah?
That's it.
That's it.
That's the one right there. Walks into the room. Dun-dun-dun.
Then suddenly, yeah, that's it.
Hannah, if you can talk. If you could travel through time to meet anyone, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's deep.
That's deep.
Living or dead. Shoot, I mean Walt Disney. Like, what went through your mind when you're creating Disneyland, sir? I don't know, because I've always been like a Disney fanatic since I was like young and like watching all Disney movies growing up and like going multiple times over the years. So it's like, I want to know, like, why? Like, what came through your mind when you created the park? What was your inspiration and all that? That's like what I'm more curious about for Walt Disney, if anything.
So I would meet my grandparents when they were younger.
Interesting. That's deeper. Wow.
Actually, that's
Ooh.
good.
So I would meet my grandparents when they were younger, mainly because growing up. So I'm Filipino, but Filipina, but I was born in America. I feel like there's a disconnect with me and my roots, and so I feel like had I known more of my grandparents' stories, then I would have a better sense of who I am. Cue Moana song.
Wow.
Cute.
This movie's making me cry right now.
Edge of the water, long as I can remember. Sorry.
Yes, Earl.
Rip on.
Damn.
So
I suck at this.
that's who I would meet. I would meet my grandparents.
I don't know. Honestly, like going back or
Yourself.
no. Look, see, I think about that all the time too. Like meeting your past self and then like doing that whole thing. But then it's just like, would I be the same person I am now? Would I know these people that I know now? it's a difficult thing to say. I want to meet myself. I don't know why. I guess I would like to meet some of my former teachers when they were younger. Like some of my favorite teachers are honestly my music teacher and my photo teacher. They're actually a married couple, so they're like literally my power family. Meeting them when they were younger, because like they're obviously super cool now. Like I know them now, but then like I kind of want to see how different their mentality was when they were younger, maybe like in college or something like that, like before they became teachers, before they started probably hating all children like me, because I was a problem child. But yeah, like I guess
We know.
that's just what came into mind. But yeah,
I would have to say my grandpa as well, my grandparents. It's a funny thing. I'm Filipino as well, but I was born there. But I was flying back and forth, so I learned both languages where I'm very blessed. But I wish I could have met my grandpa back in his younger days too, and not just when he's older, when I'm just visiting. You know, he took care of like 9 kids, put them all through college, and he came over here to the U.S. and I saw his he was on the newspaper, like in the front page, and I thought that was super cool. He was doing something for the community, so I kind of want to talk to him and just be able to talk to him instead of just when he's older and he's grumpy and he's just kind of like you got darker or something. Like he'll just I'll come from the U.S. You know, yeah, exactly. All those questions, but yeah, definitely my Lolo. And I visited him in 2015 when I went back because he's buried next to my grandma. So that was very cool. But yeah, I wish I could have spoken with him when he's not older and just says 2 words to me and just tells me, you know, go run off and get out of here, basically.
Okay, we got only a couple more. Flancy, what's the first video game you remember playing?
Probably Super Mario
Reaper
Brothers or
2H,
Duck
thanks for
Hunt,
following.
I want to say. Yeah. I was really bad at it. For Duck Hunt, I would go up to the screen and just put the gun. And just put the gun like right on it and then just try to, and I still missed somehow. But yeah, so this is what the TV saw, just this.
I would also agree Duck Hunt was probably one of the first ones that I can recall. I would also say the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, dude.
Number 1, the first one?
I forgot the Turtles in Time.
Oh,
Dude, Turtles in Time
the arcade
played,
one,
yeah,
or?
the arcade style one. That one played very heavy into our eventual fandom of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I had a Atari Jaguar. It's an Atari Jaguar, and I played it so much, overheated in the Philippines. But my first game was like Cybermorph. I still remember it because I still had the game like a couple months back. That's how I checked it out. But that's the first one I remember, and also Command and Conquer Red Alert.
My first game that I remember playing was actually Duck Hunt, but the first game I remember beating was Pokemon Yellow.
Heck yeah!
Okay.
So that was
Pokemon
like the
Yellow's
very
the
first
best.
game I for sure beat on my
Pokemon
own.
Yellow.
I still have that.
You have no
Still got
choice.
that.
You're stuck with Pikachu for life.
Hell yeah!
Pikachu.
So I'm gonna
Pika
super
Pig.
nerd myself with this one. The first game I remember playing is Dragon Warrior 1.
What a nerd!
I know.
Exposed.
Exposed. It predated Final Fantasy 1, JRPG, like straight up one character, one player, like all the way through. It's, yeah.
So I want to say the first one I've ever beat was Metal Gear. When I actually beat the first game on PS1, when I came to America, the first game I played was Metal Gear, the very first one. So I'm like in love with Metal Gear stuff.
Earl, if you could guest star in a movie or television show, what would it be?
Dang. Can it be a stream?
Sure, I guess.
Yo, I don't watch TV anymore. Like I
That's
don't
fine.
watch TV. If you know me in real life, you know I have a very unhealthy obsession with Summit. Summit 1G, dude. Like if I could be on any stream, I would love to be on Summit stream. He's totally one of the streams that I just watch in the background though, or just like I watch. But he is probably the streamer that I watch the most. Who the hell's Summit? Isn't that a COD, man? I hate you guys. Summit? Isn't that a brand? I wanna guest star in Bahana stream. I want
to be the Mozambique.
Can I voice the Mozambique? I'm just gonna reload. Mozambique here.
Yep.
Dibs.
I need that. I would want to be in Terrace House. if anybody knows what that is.
Yeah, totally.
Can you spell terrace?
Terrace. T-E.
Exposed.
A-C-E, terrace.
Okay,
House.
because when you first said it, I heard terrorist.
That's what, yeah, I don't
House.
speak clearly.
Terrorist house.
Terrace house.
Yeah, this is
Brad, you show.
Am I saying it incorrectly?
No,
Ter-
it's
okay,
correct.
terrace.
It's my bad.
Terrace.
It's my bad hearing. Plus, I got the earbuds in.
Terrace. Terrace house. That's what I would like to be in. So, if for those of you who don't know what it is, it's now a Netflix show. They just picked it up. I think they have 3 series of it. So it's a Japanese reality TV show. Basically, it's like three men, 3 women. They cohabitate in a really nice house. They're given like 2 cars and stuff, and then they just go about their life. So if they have work, they would still go to work. They would come back to the house and just, I guess, focus on their goals that they have when they first come to the house. So it's if you think reality TV show, you instantly think like Bad Girls Club or like Real World and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. So actually, when you watch it, it sort of like makes you motivated to work on your goals and work on your life. But also there's a romantic aspect to it. I don't need that part. I just want to see, like, I just want to be in the house and be in a nice house and live in it.
In Japan?
Nice.
It could be in Japan. There was actually one in Hawaii.
What?
Yeah, so it was Terrace House Aloha State. So they did have it there for a while. It was
I must watch this.
Come on, Chris.
Yeah,
you didn't know about it?
I-
Come on, man.
Jeez.
it's on Netflix. The house that they stayed at, I have their address. So if you want to visit
Little
it,
Whoa.
but maybe I
I
should-
Googled it. You could Google Earth it. I'm a
Okay.
creepy person.
Oh.
Don't mind me. But yeah,
She's
Terrace
gonna
House.
see her the episode. You should be in the back.
What?
You're just gonna be in the back. Who's that in the house?
It's just like,
She's like,
what?
yo,
lurking.
Google,
I'm just
Google
lurking.
Earth it, and she's just gonna be
I'm
like,
just lurking.
But yeah, I
the
think that'd
beach.
be cool.
Terrace House Streamer Edition though. That'd be
What?
cool.
Oh.
Streamer
And
edition.
yeah,
Terrace House
Streamer
Streamer
Edition.
Edition.
That'd be
Yes.
sick.
You got to know this one, right? Do you guys remember it's called MXC?
Yo, MXC.
You remember MXC with the 2 Asian guys? that
Get it
host the
on!
show? Let's get it on! Yo, if I could
You've
guest
never
star,
seen that?
you've never seen that?
Oh my god. You gotta look that up. It's so bad.
no,
It's like
what would you describe it as?
I'm confusion.
dude, what's that one TV show where they like bounce on balls? They go through a course.
It's like it's not American Ninja. It's like
I want to say Ninja Warrior.
Wipeout? American one?
Wipeout. It's like
It's
Wipeout,
like
but
Wipeout.
like super Asian.
The two
and
Asian
it's
guys.
hella funny because then like everything is dubbed over.
Everything.
So then like it's like super bad
that.
like kung fu movies.
Yes,
You know when
That's
they're
the one.
dude, don't get eliminated.
Yeah, I can just be one of the hosts next to them. You just hear me dubbed like, you see my mouth still going. That was the best, one of the best shows. Yo, bring that back.
That's the best.
Wait, so you're gonna be in that
MXC.
show then?
Yes, that'd be it right there.
All right.
Yeah, and then like anytime a contestant would come up, they'd have like a really
have
bad dubbed
really
line.
bad line.
Just like, I pooped my pants. Like, just like hella random. Just like, what? Why? And then they would go, dude, isn't that still a thing? Aren't they doing that now? But like, there's like an American version of it.
There's an American version. But
Can't
I mean,
wait,
it's
already
not,
dropping
it's
that
not
in
the
the chat
same.
more
The
than
American
likely.
version's not the same.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Let's get.
If I were to choose a TV show, it'd be Hawaii Five-0.
Ooh.
Hawaii 5-0.
But it's because it's Hawaii. I stay in Hawaii.
Oh.
Too, I like kind of like the whole like, crime scenes that they always do. Like,
Yeah.
Mostly just because I was staying in Hawaii.
It's a good reason. Good reason.
Wow.
That's the reason.
All right, and then last one for this. Does anyone have a question for me?
Are you an axe murderer?
Who are you? Who are you?
Secretly, yes.
Secretly,
but
yes.
The axe couldn't get through. The axe couldn't get through TSA, so you know.
Damn it.
Good.
I'm gonna have to
I made a
disappoint
shit with
you
my shoelace.
this time.
Okay.
Ask him a question. Any questions for Chris?
If you could relocate and move anywhere in the world, money wouldn't be a concern. Where would you want to move?
I was born and raised in Hawaii, but I mean, I've done stints in other places. I lived in Seattle for a number of years. I lived
Nice.
in DC for a little while. Lately, I'd say over the past 2 or 3 years or so, I've been traveling a lot more. And the whole jet setting thing is really cool, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta jump on a plane tomorrow morning to go back to the East Coast. It's very interesting to not have a set location. Now, that's weird coming from someone from Hawaii because when you jump on a plane in Hawaii, you're flying 6 hours no matter what you do anywhere. But I'd say if I could relocate to somewhere, it would be everywhere. almost being nomadic. I think that would be kind of interesting. Now, granted, could I do that long term? Could I handle it? I don't know. But I've definitely flown a lot more in the last few years than I ever have in my life, and it's been a lot of fun doing it, for just various things.
Out of all the places you've been to, though, what would be the place that you would go back to next? Like, what place would you like to go to back to again the most? Like, your favorite place to go back to out of all the places you've been?
Of all the places I've been, I'd like to go back to London again. I went to London a few years ago, and it was fun. It was just too short.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you eat cereal? That's not the question. There's a follow-up. Do you eat cereal?
Don't get me started.
Oh my gosh.
It's over.
You hear it.
It's oh my
I
god.
have no idea
Loaded.
what's going on.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So when you make cereal,
Yes.
Oh, no.
what do you do first? The milk or
Why
the
is this
cereal?
even a question?
Milk or the cereal? So, no.
I might have
so-
to leave depending on your answer.
Okay, so
Milk and cereal.
I'm gonna go. I'm not sure if I answer your question.
Cereal the
correctly,
milk.
But in general, I don't eat cereal with milk.
Oh, so you just
So dry.
So we all have to leave now.
Yeah.
So, so we're all done
we're all
here.
done.
Okay.
got
it,
So
got it.
yeah,
Nice.
literally, I'll pour it in the bowl and just scoop it out with a spoon.
What
like
cereal?
that. You know what's really good, honestly, and this is kind of bougie a little bit, but kashi. Kashi is really good.
Ah,
The various types of
the
kashi.
the healthy one.
Yeah.
That's the good way to
Kahlua
do it.
versus cereal and milk. Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Cantor 808 in the chat. Yes, that is the way to go.
All right, yeah, hold on. Can we get everyone else's opinion on
Can I
this?
stay? Is that okay?
No,
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna leave.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, can
Oh, man.
we get everyone else's opinion on this? Cereal or milk first?
Cereal.
Cereal.
It's always been cereal.
Milk.
Dude!
Milk first.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, how do you get your ratios right?
Exactly.
So you do. So this is what I do. This is the secret to making milk first work. So you put the milk in the bowl or mug. I use a mug when I eat cereal. And then you put your cereal in. You pat it down with a spoon, and then you pat it down so the cereal and milk line meet. So that's like the perfect ratio. But if you do find that you do have more milk than cereal later, you just have your cereal box with you and you just pour it in, and you still have crunchy, crisp cereal with your milk.
This is
Thing
oddly
is-
calculated.
Yep.
That's a lot of
You're
detail.
forced
I've
into.
thought about this.
I don't know. Disagree.
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 Nope.
I mean, look, you can just pour your milk over the cereal. It'll be
It's-
fine.
yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
It's like you
well,
don't have
it's the same,
you don't have to
but-
pat it down at all. You know, I like to let mine soak up naturally. So, plus the cinnamon toast crunch, and it makes the horchata.
Cinnamon
and stuff.
toast
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Tasty,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
can see.
That's tasty. You can
If there was one cereal they bring back, berry kicks. I haven't.
Oh.
Berry kicks was my
Those are delicious.
back in the day. It'd make it like purple. Your milk would be purple at the end. Oh, so good.
Your teeth turn purple too.
Your tongue will
Oh,
turn
okay.
purple.
Yeah.
Kind of.
pick
So-
them outie.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the show this week. This has been Housing Network. You're listening to the Housing Cousins
The chef's
podcast.
telling
the
you.
show where we take a look at the unique people of the world and the interesting things
Thank
they
you.
do. We talk to them, we hang out with them, we relate to them, and hopefully we help you, the listeners and the friends, relate to them as well. If you like what you're listening to, I can never get through these bits with everyone here. If you like what you're listening to, we are live on all the we're live at twitch.tv/Housing Network right now, where we do all our live recordings. You can listen to the follow-ups on all the popular podcast services, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, everything of the like. And the videos go up on YouTube as well. If you like
Ooh.
it, check out housingnetwork.com, where all the collection of everything's posted. And follow us on social media at Housing Network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything you can find. That is where we shall be for all the latest updates. Guess, where can we find you guys on the internet? One last time. We'll start on that side of the couch this time.
What's going on? You can find me on Twitch at Neeks_L. So it's NEEKS_L. Also, same with my IG, and the YouTube is Neeks the Sneaks. It's on there on the Twitch. So just go over there, hit it up. I'm also on Twitter as well. NeeksLab8.
You can find me on twitch.tv/EarlCelery. Earl Celery is also the Instagram and the Twitter, but both of them are linked in my Twitch bio. So feel free to check it out there.
You can come hang out with us at the twitch.tv/YouFlancy, YOUFLANCYHUH. It's the same on Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook.
Yeah, that Flancy Pants community,
Not a
though.
thing. Not a thing.
FPF.
Not a
FPF.
thing.
FPF. FPF.
But we could only be friends if you do milk first. So.
And you can find me at Banana, twitch.tv/BHANANAH. Same thing as my Twitter and Instagram.
And if you want to find me anywhere other than this channel, I'm How's It Chris on Twitter. I try to post stuff up there too, but it's hard splitting lives sometimes. But we want to thank everyone for lending us your beautiful ears. And it is not goodbye, because we shall see you later.